Welcome back, and I hope you're having a great Monday morning on our Power Breakfast this morning. The Maendeleo ya Wanawake is one of the oldest women organization groups in this country. It started even before independence. Over the years, it has turned faces, been led by different people. It has had a transition that is synonymous with a political movement from the single party to multi-party era. Recently, Maendeleo ya Wanawake has run into a lot of controversies about delayed elections. And so in the studio this morning, we are joined by the chairperson of Maendeleo ya Wanawake, Rukia Sobol, to discuss the forthcoming Maendeleo ya Wanawake elections slated for June 25th. Karibu Mama.
Thank you for having me.
We are not used to women fighting for leadership.
Yeah.
But recently, looks like finally Maendeleo ya Wanawake has joined the bandwagon. What is the fight about in Maendeleo ya Wanawake for the elections?
I think it's not really the fight, because men also fight for positions.
Yes.
But we don't talk about it.
Yes.
But when women fight on positions, it's always highlighted because it's something new
Yes.
to women. And I think it's not a bad fight. You only throw stones to a tree with fruits.
Yes.
You don't throw stones to
Where there is where there is nothing.
where there is nothing.
Yeah.
I think Maendeleo ya Wanawake is one of the oldest organizations, not in Kenya,
Yes.
in Africa and also in the world.
Right.
It was founded in 1948 and then registered in 1952.
Yes.
And up to today, we have 4.5 million women registered with this organization. It's
Right.
not something small.
It is big.
I think it is big, and that's why
Is
our
that
issues are also
membership-
big.
Is that membership active, or is just dormant membership? You go into the files and you say we have 4 million, but active ones are 200.
No, it is there. If you go back to your family, as I was saying earlier, you will find somebody who is a member of
Maendeleo.
Maendeleo ya Wanawake, our grandmothers. I joined this organization when I was 19 because my mom belonged to the organization from northern Kenya. And there are many more women who have joined this organization many years ago. And I think it's something that
Yeah.
is special for this country.
All right.
And
Let's go to the election.
Your constitution stipulates that you stay for 5 years,
yes,
and you have extended with two more years.
yes.
The reason, and I think that's why the fight is.
I think the fight is not that, because the same elected officials were there all the years, and we came together to the office. It's not only me who can refuse elections.
The whole executive
The
committee,
whole-
the whole office.
Yeah, the whole office was there. I don't know why they're singling me out, because the buck stops with me, of
Yes,
course.
as chair.
But the issue is we were to have election in 2012,
Yes.
and you all know our election cannot be held when we have national elections, the general elections. We were preparing in August 2012. Then
Yes.
our country went to court. The election was postponed to March last year.
Right.
We had an AGM to extend the elections.
It was agreed.
It
generally.
was agreed. We had 78 districts. Those days we had
Yes,
districts,
before
of
the new
course,
constitution.
10 from every county, from every district. That was 780. And this time extending the elections were almost 700 delegates that extended it. And we were celebrating 60 years of existence. And I think that is something which we should be proud of.
Right.
You know, election will come and go,
Yes.
and people leadership will come and go. But I don't want to be part where we say the term of Rukia and her colleagues
Yes.
have dismantled the whole organization. I don't
Yes.
want to be in that part.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the elections process has started.
Yeah.
The grassroots
Yeah.
beginning next month, 12th,
Yeah,
culminating in the national election.
yes.
How is that going? Is there enthusiasm? Is there excitement? Are members really participating?
Of course, those who want leadership, you know, let me tell you one thing that people don't understand. This is a women club. And when you are in a club, you have regulation and rules for that club. So joining organization, of course, is free to any woman, even women in diaspora. If you are Kenyan, you are allowed.
Yes.
But going to leadership, you have some restrictions. If you read our rules or our constitution, if you want leadership from sub-county level, you have to be 3 years
Old,
a member, active member of the organization.
Who makes the assessment whether you are an active member?
It is known in every district, in every location.
The members don't know who has been active.
They know
so
who
they
are
can vet
active. You have been a
themselves.
member, but you cannot be, active. You are a life member. Everybody knows you are a member of that organization, and those are the rules. You don't go to elective position just because you want a position or you want to register today and go for election tomorrow.
Yes.
So that is the rules that we have.
So, but I've seem to get that a lot of people are not active. I mean, excited about these elections. The visibility, the prominence, the pride of the organization is not as used to be before because it has been very low key, and so the excitement of the members, even to this election, is very low.
Mr. Makali, I want to tell you the truth. Remember, this organization have gone many trends on different content. We have been KANU Maendeleo Wanawake, one political party.
Yes.
And the organization was involved in political arm or women league in KANU time.
Yes.
And from that time when I joined in, we divorced.
Yes.
Can I say that? I think from KANU.
When the times changed.
And it has changed. So my former predecessor used to make comments on her political party, and people used to think it is the women, the organization talking. And I think people should understand we came from different background. Everybody has way of management. I'm not someone who makes a lot of noise. I go my thing professionally.
Right.
Even if I have anything to say, I think paper and pen are the best thing to deal with. And I delinked the organization from political party. That is a credit that I have.
Now, we'll get to specifics of what you have done in office. But you have been there for 7 years.
Yes.
Why are you seeking re-election?
I'm seeking re-election because those who were before me had 2 terms.
Okay.
If I read for you the people who have been there from 1950.
Custom has always been
the
2
custom
terms.
2 terms.
Right.
All of us, not only me,
Yes.
for everyone. The one who was before me was there 13 years.
That is Zipporah Kiton.
And before that, there have been 12 years, there have been 10 years more.
Yes.
And I think it is not wrong to ask for second term. The women will decide.
You still think you have something to offer?
I think I still have something to offer.
Going back to your 7 years, apart from delinking Maendeleo Wanawake from politics, what would you say is your biggest achievement?
When I came to this organization, they didn't have any strategic planning. That is one. Number 2, we didn't have a constitution which is a binding constitution. When I came in, there were no project on board. But right now, I'm proud to say that I have strategic planning, working strategic planning. I have a constitution where you cannot plug a page and put your any other, paper to make it work. But right now, I have a constitution that is registered in Sharia House, which is not a paper, but a constitution.
Right.
And I think I have done a lot. I have brought any new project in this. I came in when we had problems in post-election violence during election.
Yes.
Our election. My background is conflict management and peace practitioner. I've done a lot of peace work.
Yes.
I have trained women. I brought peace program in this organization. I have trained women. We have trained women in this country on early warning system. And I'm proud to say that last election we didn't have much problem. I know there are many other interventions, but also we had many interventions.
You know, let's look at it, Rukia. What is the role, what are the, what is Maendeleo Nawake's mission? And, you know, and what is it doing on a regular basis? Because somebody asked, so what have they achieved? What do they do? I mean, their voice is missing in the national discussions. The other day, it was a vibrant discussion about marriage bill.
Yeah.
Women issues that touch on women. There is violence against women perpetrated in this country all over the place. Maendeleo Nawake is missing.
No,
so
it
what
has not
somebody
missed.
says, what is the role of Maendeleo Nawake? What is your mission?
I think our mission is to empower women on decision making and political decision making. We create leadership in this country. Look at the women in the parliament right now, or those who have been there before.
Yes.
The leadership came from Maendeleo. Go back, Mrs. Asio, Julia Odhiambo, all these women we are proud of today, our role models came from Maendeleo.
That is history. And you know, they used to get help politically to get there because of Maendeleo's marriage to Kanu. But since 2010, under the new constitution, when you are given mandate and there is a lot of affirmative action, someone would have expected Maendeleo would then be the champion on the front line of acquiring advantages for women.
I think we have done a lot. Maendeleo Wanawake have done a lot. It's only that people don't want to know about it. One thing we have done is advocating on women, on issues of advocacy. All organizations have different niche.
Yeah.
Ours is advocating for women in leadership and decision making, and we have gone there. We have been in Bomas. Many women have participated in these issues. We have FIDA, which looks at legal issues of women. You know, many organizations had different capacity of doing things. Remember, this organization belonged to the women at the lower grassroots
women, as Moi used to say, grassroots.
And I think when you say about political, maybe we are missing that.
Let me ask
Otherwise, we have not missed anything.
Let me ask you this. There is a lot of room was given for nomination of women in counties. The counties that did not elect women, they had to be nominated. The same thing with the nomination in Parliament, the nomination in Senate. What was the role of Maendeleo in those nominations?
We were not given that mandate to nominate women, but most of nominated women are from the organization, remember, in every county.
They are members of Maendeleo.
They are members of Maendeleo, those who went to, because these women
but you are saying you advocate. Advocacy means that you fight for them to be nominated.
We fight for them, we have trained them to be in decision making, and that's why they took the positions. It's unfortunate that we don't have a governor woman. We don't have senator who has been elected. That is the truth of the matter.
How great, how, you know, wouldn't you say that is one of the, an example of how Maendeleo has not been effective? With all the women.
No, my brother, listen.
Numbers, the tyranny of numbers.
I don't go that way on tyranny of numbers because it has a wrong connotations.
But women are the majority.
We are
I'm using that in that context in terms of voters, no population. But voting turnout is still very low. That's why you cannot even get women to put their own people into office.
Can I say something? Women turnout are high.
Yes.
When you go to any polling station, the women who go there at the polling station in the morning are women. Are women, not men.
Yes.
But there are many other challenges women face. One is issue of monitoring. Women don't have that money to contest the position of governor. Look at the whole governor. There have been CEOs, there have been people who were there before in many other positions. Women are not there. We have senators. That is an old, what do we call, nyumba ya wazee, although we have few Young people have been nominated. Where are those who are there from? They've
They've been there already.
They have been already there. And unfortunately, we have nominated women in the Senate. But one thing, I don't need to be in Senate when I cannot even vote on any policy in that house.
That's what I wanted to ask you. You have mentioned the Senate. The Transition Authority boss was here, Kinothi Omongi. He says in counties, women who are nominated have no say at all, they don't even vote. And you are Mandeleo. We have not had you championing and advocating that they are just there, they are bodies.
No.
They're just, they don't vote, they don't make decisions.
I want to remind you something. Last weekend,
Yeah.
not yesterday, but the other weekend,
Yes.
we had a forum in Naivasha with all governors and MCS.
Yeah.
And I've been part of that organization, bringing the governors and women MCS together. And why we brought them, the main aim is issue of this impeachment going on. We want the MCS to support the governors because of devolution. Because we as women organization, or women of this Kenya, I'm part of the women of this country, we support devolution. Because those who will benefit at the lower level, at the grassroots, are women.
Women, yes.
I want to give you an example. I just came back from Wajir on educational forum.
Yeah.
Because the standard of our education at those regions are not doing very well because of many challenges. The environment, poverty, school fee, and those things. And even water, we don't have water in schools.
Yeah.
So we went there. We know the mandate of counties are not primary and secondary.
Yeah.
The mandate is only with the nursery teachers. What do they? ECDs.
Yeah.
But that county can do something to change the situation that we have in education, inclusive of the people who went to school in those areas. We are going back home.
Yeah.
We are going back home and say, where have we gone wrong?
Yeah.
And I think, Mr. Makali and Mutegi, if everybody feels the way I feel for devolution, I think we'll make it.
But look, Rukia, I mean, see, the opportunity has been granted by the Constitution. Yeah. There are all these affirmative funds, these ways of fund, and one would expect that. And then, of course, even the government has made it clear that percentage of all contracts, tenders, 30% be given to women and youth. Still, Mandeleo is not on the front line championing and pushing these things. The voice, that's the whole point, the voice of women, which is supposed to be Mandeleo. Are you having a challenge at the secretariat level, capacity to champion women issues?
No, we don't have a capacity problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have the data of the women at the grassroots level.
Yes.
That the women who are applying for these jobs of procurement at the lower level belong also to the organization, because we always tell them to apply. We always talk to them. We meet these women. I just came back a week ago from Mount Elgon.
Yeah.
I had a Bungoma, over 600 women talking with the Governor Lusaka.
Yes.
And we have seen what the women have done in those areas and what Lusaka is doing and his wife. And I think the same is replicated everywhere in the country with the first governor's wife offices. They are really doing something very well. And I think as organizations, we cooperate with these women on maternal health and other issues. Voice. The whole issue is not voice. How many political parties we have here in this country? And they are voicing every day. But do they make any difference? I'm also a politician, remember?
I know, you try
By
to run.
shouting outside there, it will not change anything. But we want tangible things that when we talk, people can hear that and change even one person.
Meaning to your voice.
Yeah.
The First Lady, she's been very vibrant, active, You mentioned the ladies, governors' wives, but is there any synergy you're trying to create with the First Lady, who seems to be out here to even help empower you, as well as project the Maendeleo Wanawake forward?
We have been part of her run. We supported it.
Yes.
I ran 10 kilometers. I couldn't run 21,
Yes.
and I have tried.
Yes, yes,
And I think that makes me that, because she is buying an ambulance for all 47 counties,
Yes.
I think I'm the right person to say, to tell women,
Yes.
can we help? You know, we don't have resources, but we have human resource.
Yeah.
And I think the wife of president has started a new phenomena in this country, and I think all the wives are running away with something.
Yeah.
I've seen women doing sanitary towels. I've seen women, first wives doing FGM programs in some areas,
Yeah.
social issues that we have. And we really, right now, we are looking for a woman to run away with issues of local brew, because it has killed many young people in
Yes,
this
yes,
country.
yeah.
And those who are dying are reproductive age young
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
not my age.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot we are doing that people don't want to see it. They can remember Maendeleo always with that old
Yes.
history,
Yes.
and they associate as hawa ni wale wa wakanua zamani.
Yes.
That is what comes
You're
to
right. In
yeah.
fact, now that you talk about that, somebody says Maendeleo Wanawake is not attractive to young women because it's full of squabbles and and not what is the membership demographics like? It looks like you appeal to women who are not prosperous or succeeding. You appeal to those who need help to be mobilized. That is the impression, that if they're aggressive young women, you don't find Maendeleo as the natural place for you to belong. So younger, aggressive women who would push the agenda of Maendeleo Wanawake are not joining Maendeleo Wanawake.
Mr. Makali, let me tell you the truth, and Mr. Mtegi. This organization has come from very far. Of course, young people used to feel this is elderly women club.
Yes.
But right now it is not anymore. As I told you, I joined the organization when I was only 19,
Yes.
because my mom was there. But right now we have doctors, we have professors who are in Maendeleo, even in leadership.
Yes.
We are there, the women are there. And I think we had role model elderly people who have really, we look upon them.
Yes.
The lady who has left Maendeleo.
Yeah.
And there are many young people who are joining. We have university students who are members of this organization.
Yeah.
Unless you come to the office.
it is
and look,
it is all cross-cutting.
It is cross-cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I go to the village,
Yeah.
my own home,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in my location, what would I see to identify with Maendeleo?
I
Any
think
typical village.
if you go to any typical village
Grassroots.
as grassroots,
Yes.
Yes.
it depends on the leadership they have. I'm not saying it is uniformity everywhere.
Yeah.
It's quite different. One thing we can bash Kanu government, but one thing I want to give them credit is that all our assets at the grassroots were given by Kanu government. All the plots. All the plots that we have,
Yeah.
but the leadership you bring
Yes.
on board makes a difference, Mr. Mutegi.
Yes.
We can't say you don't need her, you need this one because she's active.
So what I'm
in fact,
asking
what
is this.
Mutegi is
What
asking,
I'm asking
Yeah, I know.
what is the Maendeleo Wanawake involved with
Yeah,
at the grassroots?
in the
What do
village.
they do? If you go to, place Chuka or go to Bungoma, like for example, we went to Mount Elgon.
Yeah.
What are they doing there?
They are doing a lot of income generating activities.
Uh-huh.
They are rearing goats, they have milking cows, they have poultry, they have so many things they are doing.
As
They have-
Maendeleo?
Yes, they have.
Not at home?
No, women work together.
Yes.
Yes.
There is merry-go-round
Yes.
before even